Hi all, this is Sharat Chandra, the author of Insurgent Minds blog. From a long time I wanted to talk about human problems and suicides, but today's shocking suicide of Sushant Singh Rajput triggered me to record this video. I'm a person, I believe in the thing that a person's depth of problems and the situations which lead to the extreme step of committing suicide are known to the individual himself or herself. So I don't believe in talking against them or telling motivational stuff, because I believe in this thing that we don't know seriousness of a problem until it hits us in our face. So I won't talk about any motivational stuff or judge suicides, because that's my philosophy. But I'll give my perspectives about various things which I observed. So to start with, I categorize the problems 4 or 5 years back into 4 categories according to my observations. That is, humans can broadly categorize their problems into 4 segments. That is, the first one is health, second one is law and order problems, third one is financial problems, fourth one is societal problems. So the 4 broad things which can disturb a human being's normal life are health, law and order, finance, money, or society. So I'll first talk about health. I'm not going to talk about extreme things. I'm just going to talk about normal and average things in this video. See, health, we hear about a lot of extreme things like cancer, and now the corona is shaking the world upside down, and we hear things of people facing severe problems in hospitals, undergoing heavy treatments, all these things. But when I lived abroad, I just observed, had a very interesting observation that when summer comes, the people crave for sun, and they come out of the houses in the Western countries. So sun and a walk in the sun, these 2 things are the craving things for the Western civilization. And in the tropical countries like India, relatively the size of summer and the sunny days are more in the year, and the gloomy days of winter are less, because we also enjoy the rainy season. So I'm not counting rainy season as a gloomy period. So we enjoy rains as far as I know. So summer, the days where the sun is bright, are surely longer in tropical countries like India, which are far less in Western countries like Germany, where I stayed, or Europe, USA also. So what they do, they come as soon as the summer starts, they come out and sit in the sun or walk in the sun, bring their pets to walk. They arrange barbecue parties, they do maximum activities to spend most of their time in the sun. But here in tropical countries, as we just copy the Western civilization, we copied the opposite side. So we put air conditioners in our offices, at homes, and we bought their cars. Now what philosophy we are following, generally the majority what they follow is, the comfort level is in spending time under air conditioners indoors. So, or if they go down road, they want to be inside the cars to avoid, they say it's to avoid pollution. Or when they stay indoors, they say sun is the thing that is to be avoided. I have heard this from many people who say when somebody asks them to come out, they say, oh, it's so sunny, let's go when the weather is weather gets cold. But why? In a tropical country, the biggest asset is the sun, because you only know the value when you can't find sun for months together. That I experienced, and many people experience in the European countries. So basic 2 things what people reverse in India is, they deliberately avoid a walk in the sun when it's so much available. That can save many people from many simpler problems which become complicated later, like sugar and BP. And the body's stamina, my father always used to tell me this, he always tells me this: stamina of your body and the real condition of your health will be revealed when you walk for an hour in the bright sun in the middle of the day. If some illness is hiding inside you, that will come out. So even if you are ill, if there is an illness inside your body, if you walk in the sun for 30 minutes, I'm not saying dull sun, a bright sun, any illness inside you will come out in an early stage, and the treatment will be better. You will come out of the problem very soon. That's point one about health. I forgot to mention an example. We have this relative who died in 1970s. He was a relative of my father. He's a very pampered kid, a single child for his parents. The only thing what they used to do is they never allowed the child to play outside in the clay or in the sun. Okay, he's a chubby guy. The parents used to always put all their restrictions on the sun with love and pampering. So the guy never used to go outside to play with his friends, or never used to come out of his home in the sun. So he died at 35 years of age with heart attack. No health issues, no bad habits, nothing. So when this thing happened, the doctor asked the parents just the straight question: did your son ever go out in the sun? They said no, we always avoided him. So he scolded the parents, saying, how can your son's body respond to anything if he is never in the sun? Because sun is a big test. That incident created the philosophy of this foundation of walk in the sun. So that's about health, how people can test their health and maintain their health in India. The second thing is very extensive knowledge I honestly have on the subject of law and order. So I'm going to talk about 3 examples and 3 things which are collaboratively attached, and then interesting observation. So law and order has 2 types of issues, 2 types of categories. So one is criminal cases, the second one are civil cases. So criminal cases include things like rape, murder, physical violence, which include harming other people physically. Okay, civil offences come under things like document forgery, money, evading the debt you have taken from somebody, and showing more profits than which are there. The work which is in papers. The thing is, in any which case, there are 3 types of people under a system. Those are: the first one is the victim, the petitioner, who files a complaint on somebody else in the police station. So for this I'll give 2 examples. The first time the name police station and the legal system got registered in my mind was when I was in 7th standard. There's an incident where my aunt committed suicide allegedly, and because of a domestic case, because at the time these things used to happen more, where women were killed actually forcibly and hanged onto the ceiling fans, and then the whole scene would be created as a suicide, and the artificial suicide letter would have been created and all, that I am dying out of my stomach pain, my in-laws and my husband are not responsible, they are very loving people. So this kind of thing used to happen. It happened in it happened to our closest family member also. So my aunt died like that, which we know is not a suicide, but it was converted like that. So when people are talking about that incident with a lot of tragic voice, and when they are discussing about police taking bribe from the husband's family and closing the case as suicide, and all these things happen, then After a long time, when I became elder and I have developed my own philosophy, then I got this doubt. See, the thing what happened is she went into an intercaste marriage where she's of an upper caste and the guy is of little lower caste compared to that. So it's kind of intercaste marriage basically. Then it's not accepted by her parents. She just took the decision of marrying him, went to their home, they stayed. But after they had 2 kids, the husband got another intention of marrying another girl who is his sister-in-law.